Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the gym. Don't forget to hit like and the subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Also, here we have another crazy story. Little Durk. I've been making a whole lot of videos about Little Durk because he's in what you would call an unfortunate situation. Imagine that. Imagine being in an unfortunate situation. Many years before that, Lil Durk, he was rapping about all type of things, different type of things. But what he kept on rapping about, not only just the violence, but he kept rapping about the feds. Matter of fact, I remember in one of his songs, he said, "You know what? I fell down to my knees when the law came. Did I sing the right way? I fell down to my knees when the law came." Either way, he definitely fell down on his knees. He's definitely on his knees right now, praying. Praying. Praying is a very powerful thing, believe it or not. If you believe in it. Praying is like one of those things you're just hoping for a miracle. Imagine that. Imagine hoping for a miracle. So that's what's going on with Lil Durk right now. He's hoping for a miracle. But here's the best part about it. I have to admit. You don't necessarily have to hope for a miracle sometimes if you've been falsely accused. Imagine that. Imagine being falsely accused of a crime. Don't forget, it's one of those terrible things that happens all the time. A whole lot of individuals are locked up right now, and they're innocent. Imagine that. Imagine being locked up, being around all these barbarians, you know what I mean, criminals, other criminals, down and out individuals who don't want to work. Some don't want to work, you know what I mean, these barbarians. Imagine being locked up around these barbarians and you're innocent. Happens to a whole lot of people, unfortunately. It's a terrible thing, it really is. Lil Durk is probably saying, you know what, that's what's going on with me. Falsely accused. I shouldn't have to be around these barbarians right here. Don't forget, they said these barbarians who's locked up right now, they do anything. Imagine that. Imagine being alive or locked up in the jail. What are you gonna do to survive? How's your day-to-day life is gonna be like? Don't forget, you're never getting out. So sad. So sad. I want to cry, but I won't. Imagine that. The reason I'm not going to cry because I cried already. Cried so much. And I got to understand about how the world could be. It's a brutal place. A brutal place. I'm just talking. That's it. Support the channel, F Service TV. I'm just talking. But I'm quite certain Lil Durk knew the world was a brutal place. Imagine being rich, famous, well-known, locked up. That's a little different though. Most individuals, why would you want to be locked up? Especially if you have millions of dollars to your name. You don't want to do that. You call that counterproductive. So it's fair to say Lil Durk is living a counterproductive life right now. The reason why, they got him. You know they got him. But it's one of those things though, when certain individuals, they live by certain street regularities. It's so discombobulated. It's always so crazy, actually. But most of the time, you end up in jail. Imagine that. Doesn't matter how discombobulated it is, how crazy it is. At the end of the day, you end up in jail. And once you're locked up, it's like golden. I mean, it all depends, though. It depends from getting a month or 2 month, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, or 1 decade, 2 decade, 3 decade, 4 decade, or 1 millennium, 2 millennium, 3 millennium, 4 millennium. It's different in being this prison system, believe it or not. Imagine that. Imagine just saying, you know what, I'm gonna give you a millennium. If any individual don't know what a millennium is, that's 1,000 years. Imagine that. Sit down for 1,000 years, and after that, if you become a good boy, then maybe set you free. Imagine that. 1,000 years, that's so long. Unbelievable. I heard that's what the devil went through. Imagine that. I'm just talking. They said the devil was locked away for 1,000 years. He came out. He said, roar, I'm back now. I'm back. The claim. I'm just talking. Let's get back to the story. Don't forget this all for entertainment purposes. But either way, they got Lil Durk. You said, roar. They said, Lil Durk, you gotta fight to get out. They say he's putting up money, and they said the money he has is a little bit of money, or like a little baby money. Imagine that. Piggy bank money. They said, Lil Durk, we don't need piggy bank money. What you got to offer? $5 million. What's that? I spend that in 5 minutes. Imagine that, Lil Durk, yo. Lil Durk, yo. He had a couple $1 million to his name. Maybe. I don't know. But he said he brought $1 million cash to $1 million worth of game. But he didn't have enough. Keep in mind, these individuals ain't talking about $1 million no more. If it ain't $1 billion, if it ain't $1 trillion, if it ain't, what's after $1 trillion? I forgot what it says after $1 trillion. But if you don't got that, they're not talking to you. Just say, you know what? You poor man. I'm just talking, that's it. But let's get back to reality, though. Lil Durk has been accused of doing a crime. So, imagine that. Don't forget, he get found innocent or guilty. But if he is found guilty, everybody in the prison system is going to say, you know what? I feel bad I got locked up. I feel bad I'm locked up, but I'm here with Lil Durk, so you know what? It's not that bad. Imagine that. Imagine me locked up with Lil Durk. You're saying to yourself, you know what? It's not that bad. Because I was poor, down and out, he was rich, had it all, and we in the same jail cell. Imagine that. Tell me your stories. Tell me about King Von. Is that what these individuals are asking Lil Durk? I don't know, but maybe.